All right. Good morning. It is Thursday, February 19th, 2026. I am SirFelixTheCat, and welcome back to Talking Better Politics Morning Talk. I have a few stories which I added to late last night before I went to sleep, but let's go ahead and get right into these. First one I want to talk about, I pulled up an article from Axios just to remind me of what I want to talk about, but really want to talk about the equal time policy stupid thing. This one is Colbert's YouTube post exposes flaw in TV rules. Yes, on his show Monday night, he announced like, hey, by the way, I'm going to be putting up this interview with James, what's his name? Talarico, is that how you pronounce it? Interesting interview. It was, I guess, worth the watch. If you're in Texas, worth the watch. It's a very big minefield in Texas. He's a kind of controversial figure just because of he looks like he might turn into a oh god, I'm forgetting his name, douchebag from Pennsylvania who just trolled everybody, whatever his name is. Good morning, Pinky. I do want this guy to win overall. I think he would be a very good pick. We've seen that Jasmine Crockett has let us down, but overall, since he was able to put it onto YouTube and just straight onto the YouTube channel for the Colbert's Late Show, critics are now debating the future of Trump's updated equal time order, which requires broadcast networks and radio stations to provide equal time to candidates in an election. And yeah, it basically is becoming obsolete because streaming. We've been in a digital age for years now, and the fact that they're trying to push this for TV is kind of scummy. Really, it was to attack the left-wing or the Democratic news networks like ABC, CNN, MSNBC, just to prevent them from having their Democratic politicians on and not equally platforming the Republican ones. Reason why this is kind of dumb is because if you've ever watched a Democrat go on to a like Fox News or something like that, what do they do to that politician? They don't ask them questions. They're not doing like a 60 Minutes interview. They basically try to attack them the entire time. So really, in order for equal time to work, and equal time does kind of make sense. If you do go out there and give a honest interview with both politicians, it allows maybe your very biased audience to learn something more. Like if you're on Fox News and you gave them both great interviews, like ask them real questions and not just attack one party because they're not your side, you might actually get your viewers to be like, oh, you mean this other politician who's not the Republican might care about me? It could open some eyes. So yeah, I do think equal time, if done correctly, it could work. It could work. As of the way it is right now, with the way the country is so divided, these networks are so just against each other, it doesn't. There's just no way that's going to work. And also, yeah, with digital, you can just put something on YouTube and you're good to go. You can be on a podcast and you're just good to go, do whatever you want, which is what we see. That's why Trump got so much airtime for this last election, because he went on right-wing podcast after right-wing podcast after right-wing podcast, and those podcasts did not have to also have the Democrat on there. It's a big mess, absolutely big mess. There was one update where the FCC, the head of the FCC, did come out and be like, I'm actually against censoring, which was interesting because head of the FCC is also the one who tried to cancel Jimmy Kimmel and all this other stuff because basically Jimmy Kimmel didn't just bow down and say Trump's the greatest. And then made up something like, oh, he insulted a dead person when he didn't. Never once. I watched that thing like 3 times just to be like, did I miss something? I must have missed something. Anyways, that's something to keep an eye on, see what happens with this. It was interesting that Colbert put this out there, but I mean, he's at a point in this show's lifespan where he doesn't care. So yeah, maybe we'll see some more interesting stuff. Oh, next we have Bernie Sanders and Gavin Newsom become adversaries over push to tax California billionaires. Because of course, Bernie wants to tax them, and Gavin Newsom's like, no, you can't tax my friends. That's not nice. And it's even more messy as them being against each other. But And they call it a hefty tax. It is a one-time, pay it this year, never pay it again type thing, of 5%. They're not saying it's like 50% or something like that. It's not a hefty tax. 5% to them is nothing. They're going to make that back in less than a year. It is nothing to them. So it's very disgusting that they're against it. To make it worse, which I can't view this article, but Sergey Brin-backed PAC pushes to counter California billionaire tax, trying to get people to actually be like, oh no, we need to protect the billionaires. Anybody who supports this PAC is a piece of shit. Complete scumbag. You're again saying, nope, the people don't deserve this. Only I do. Only I deserve this. The rich, the elite should stay the elite, and the working class should stay poor because screw them. We don't need them. Even though they're the reason we make money, we don't need them. Yeah. Sergey Brin was in the Epstein files, wasn't he? If I'm remembering that correctly. They're all scumbags. It's coming to the point where if you're a billionaire, it's been this way. If you're a billionaire, you're a complete scumbag. Just absolute complete scumbag. But yeah, hopefully people listen to Bernie. And I mean, everybody in the state should be supporting this. Unless you're a billionaire, you should be fully for it. And if you are a billionaire and you have a soul, you should support it too. It is for the good. Now, given much like the Washington millionaire tax, there is more that could be done to help the people. We see the governor of Washington. He is actually trying to argue like, hey, it's good that we're doing this tax, but we should make some changes to it to where more of that money directly goes back to the people. And I would like to see that too. California pays high taxes. Everything there is very expensive. It would be nice to see the people there get a little bit of relief, considering they are the reason states like Florida even have money to exist. They fund a lot of Republican states to keep them afloat so they're not just completely bankrupt. Give back to the people who have been funding this for this whole entire time. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see people, do well. Yeah, and Gavin Newsome, who's going to be our Democratic president-elect, it's just upsetting. That on its own is absolutely upsetting. Okay. At least 12 Democratic lawmakers plan to boycott Trump's State of the Union address. Honestly, it should be all of them. Every single one of them. They should also do something good, like we were talking about in the Discord yesterday. We need to have people who actually push a real message, make it powerful. Don't just go out there and basically have an old man sit with his glasses hung down and read a strongly worded letter. We need actual action, an actual voice. I mean, honestly, get Bernie to do some of the talking. He would be better than what we have, like what we're going to have. People who will actually rise up for the people. Have the Epstein victims come up and speak and tell some stories to really show like, hey, the people watching the State of the Union address, the actual one, they're all complicit with what Epstein did. Any Democrat that goes to the State of the Union address who isn't going to do this boycott, they are complicit with what happened in the Epstein files because they are supporting a guy who was named. Well, I mean, the two people named the most in there were Trump and Obama. Obama was because every time they mentioned him, they were talking shit about him. So his name got brought up quite a bit. But Trump was in there for nefarious reasons. It's like, one of the, I believe he's from California lawmakers, he came out and he was even saying like, Trump was mentioned more than anybody. And there were just horrendous accusations about him being a pedophile. Why are we not doing anything? It's because we're all complicit. Going to this State of the Union address makes you complicit. I mean, will I end up watching it? Yes, just to talk about it. Will I watch the other one? Yeah, I'll probably watch that one live if they're doing a live stream. And then I'll go back and watch clips of the State of the Union address just to see Trump brag about how great he is and the amazing things he's done and how we should move on from Epstein because I'm definitely cleared. Which the funniest thing is someone on Twitter had posted breaking news. Trump confirms that he is completely cleared from the Epstein files and he had nothing to do with it. And then someone replies back like, this just in, Adolf Hitler says, he was completely innocent in the horrendous atrocities of World War II. It's great. But yeah, I really want to see Democrats do something powerful, something to get the message out there. And not just like, hey, we're the only ones against Trump. That didn't work for them. It needs to be more of what we're going to do for you, the people. Support the people. Like AOC was saying, it wasn't the best speech, but the message alone was support the people. And that's what we need. We need to push people matter. The people of the country are more important than the top 1%. And then we have the gerrymandering madness. Because who needs basketball when you have this? All started, Texas decided to be like, we're gonna gerrymander more. Because that's what they do to disenfranchise all of the cities, to basically make sure that these massive blue populations don't get their voice heard. Well, they're also dumb and they redistrict so terribly that they basically guarantee there's going to be a lot of blue districts. But in response to Texas' attempt, California was like, well, we're going to do it too. And then we got Florida saying it, and then New York said it, and then Maryland said it, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, which Ohio does it all the time. It's written into their law because they're all about gerrymandering. Yeah, it's disgusting. Gerrymandering, no matter who's doing it, is disenfranchising voters. Like you're saying that these people, because they're not of your party, their voice doesn't matter. Gerrymandering, I mean, the fact that the Supreme Court's not doing anything about it is disgusting, but it's to be expected from the Supreme Court. But it should just be completely outlawed. Let people have a voice. If you're so afraid that your state's going to turn blue, that says something more about your policies and the way your party acts than it does about the voting map. You guys are obviously doing something wrong. You understand you're doing something wrong. So why not just, better your people, your constituents, and let them get what's actually going to help them, what they need. Instead of like, no, we're going to push terrible policy after terrible policy. We're going to lie to you so you don't realize we're pushing nothing but terrible policies. Let it go. We've known this for forever. Cities are usually far more democratic than these rural bumfuck people who basically only watch like Fox News, who don't understand shit about politics, don't understand a damn thing about the government. They think that fascism is something that the Democrats do by trying to make you understand that maybe a person's gay, maybe a person's trans. That's fascist. Oh, we're going to make you wear a mask during COVID. That's fascist because I have the right to cough on people and kill them. Yeah, they're idiots. They're absolute idiots. Let the cities do what they do. Cities have more of a population. If they're going to turn blue, let them turn blue. And stop this bullshit. We don't need more redistricting. We really don't. Can't stand it. A couple bonus stories that I pulled up. Hassett says Fed staff should be disciplined for reporting the U.S. pays tariff costs. Oh, they should be disciplined for speaking the truth. Which is just insane. But White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett on Wednesday said staffers at the New York Federal Reserve should be punished for producing research that found most of President Donald Trump's tariffs are being paid by U.S. firms and consumers. I mean, I've seen things get more expensive. The tariffs have led to things being more expensive. Yes, if he wants to argue the fact that we don't directly pay it, okay, we don't directly pay it. Do we pay for it in the end? Yes. Our price went up because of this. It is vilely disgusting. He's coming out, this was more of the Trump administration just coming out and being like, nope, you're fake news. You're speaking the truth, so that means you're fake news. Which, if people haven't realized by now, anytime this administration says something's wrong, it's actually true. Yeah, help us, Iron. You are our only hope. Oh, man. But yeah, Kevin Hassett said, it's an embarrassment. The worst paper I've ever seen in the history of the Federal Reserve System. The people associated with the paper should presumably be disciplined, aka fired. Prices have gone down. Inflation is down over time. Inflation is not down. If inflation went down, like actually dropped, like the rate of inflation has gone down. True. It's not like the 10% it was or whatever during COVID. Now it's only about like 4 or 5%. But did we see prices drop when that dropped? No, it stayed up there. We still have inflation. Inflation will stay up. It's a thing that we constantly have. We've had it forever. Import prices dropped a lot in the first half of the year and then leveled off. And inflation adjusted wages were up $1,400 on average last year, which means that consumers were made better off by tariffs. And consumers couldn't have been made better off by the tariffs if this New York Fed analyst was correct. No one's better off from this. I mean, the companies that are charging the tariffs, they're doing better. They're making more money because they're charging the tariff plus some. Like they raised their rates, the cost of their products, and then also was like, well, we'll also tack on the tariff as well. So yeah, they're doing well. The CEOs are doing fantastic. Meanwhile, the people, the majority of the country, they don't benefit from tariffs. People don't benefit from tariffs. That's been proven by other Republicans who have come out and said it over history, saying, yo, tariffs don't actually work. We made a mistake by doing that. Oh, they just arrested Prince Andrew. Oh, shit. All right, give me a second. Let me pull that up. Go away. Okay, open police investigation on the misconduct of public office. Andrew Windsor was in custody after being arrested for suspicion of misconduct in public office. Searches are being carried out at the address in Berkshire and Norfolk, Thames Valley, police said. Here's the full statement. As part of the investigation, we have today, February 19th, arrested a man in his 60s from Norfolk on suspicion of misconduct in public office and are carrying out searches at the addresses. The man remains in police custody at this time. We will not be naming the arrested man as per national guidance. Yeah, we're not going to name him, but here's a picture of him. Please also remember that this case is now active, so care should be taken with any publication to avoid being in contempt of court. Assistant Chief Constable Oliver Wright said, following a thorough assessment, we have now opened an investigation into the allegation of misconduct in public office. It is important that we protect the integrity and objectivity of our investigation as we work with our partners to investigate the alleged offenses. Yeah, so absolutely, he's being investigated for the Epstein stuff. Good. Now they should also question the king. 100%. They should question the king as well. Because he had to know about this. The family had to know about all this and just decided not to do anything about it. Plus the fact that the king, after all this came out, like the last batch of Epstein files, he took him and moved him to a different residence to hide him away from the public eye. That's assisting with the activities. Absolutely vile person. Absolutely vile. Yeah, that is absolutely something to keep an eye on today. Yep, it proves no one is above the law. Good. Good. Hell. All right. So here's something I didn't talk about previously that I wanted to. Senator Ted Budd has introduced a bill called the U.S.-Israel Futures Act that would give Israel access to advanced U.S. technology using American taxpayer money. Guy down here had the perfect response. Is there some fucking point where someone calls this treason? Because that's all it is. You're using our money to better another country to support their genocides. The evil things they want to do. The evil things that Netanyahu loves to do. Shit is disgusting. And it's a story that just didn't get enough publication, like, ever. And yeah, it goes on, like, how the fuck did we get here? Like, yeah, how the fuck did we get here? Why are we in this situation? It's fucking insanity. I'm telling you, the guys and AI coming Jerusalem is pretty much the Antichrist. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say who's more evil. Is it our administration or Israel? Because our government, not just this administration, because we're constantly helping them with their evil shit. Like, we get off on it. And that brings us to our other story, which I should have audio sharing. So let me stop music.
Stay inside. Keep your doors closed. They are coming. These are warnings that people shout to their neighbors when ICE is turning up in their street. Masked men raiding houses, imprisoning children, spreading an atmosphere of fear and arbitrariness. Colleagues, no one can tell me that this is simply regular law enforcement. It has to stop, and it has to be condemned by European lawmakers. I grew up with a strong belief in US democracy. After all, the reason why I could grow up in democracy and freedom was because of the brave fight also of US soldiers against German fascism here in Europe. And that is why it breaks my heart even more when I see what is happening in the US right now. The country which contributed so much to our understanding of modern democracy, of what rule of law is, of what checks and balances are, of how we put limits to executive power. This is why I want to say to all our friends in the US who still believe in these American values, keep up the fight. Keep resisting to this authoritarian power grab that is ongoing right now. Europe is at your side. We will stand up for your rights, for our rights, for human rights, for Alex Pretty, for Renee Good, for so many others who have been killed, for democracy and rule of law, for all of us. Keep resisting.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. To have the German president come out and say, you know, I have your back. We have your back. We will support you. That is the best message we can get. It's a country that's been through it. They've been through the same exact shit They're basically watching their history play out. And they've been saying that since Trump took office the first time. Watch out. We see what's happening. And it's terrifying times because we're living through a authoritarian takeover. Like, they are fascist 100%. So yeah, that wasn't a happy story to end on. But yeah, start resisting. Yeah, I mean, all we're doing right now is peaceful protests where we get in front of their buildings. They tell us, hey, don't cross this line. They pull us over the line. They attack us and arrest us. Or, I was going to show another video, but I don't want to. That's just because what happened. So there's a story that they think is, or a video that came out of people think is New York. And it's this guy filming his buddy being taken away by 2 ICE agents. And as they're pulling him away, the guy's like kind of like trying to get on his own feet. And the ICE agent says, oh, are you trying to trip me? They grab him and slam him, like headbutt him into a brick wall. And dude's like out cold after that. They didn't give that guy medical assistance for 3 fucking days. It's just more proof ICE agents aren't there to support any law. They are there to harass and try to kill people. That's their whole goal. Kill people. Because the less people you have to fight against you, the better off you are. Thin them out one by one. Make them scared. Make you not want to go at them because, hey, we did it to this guy, we'll do it to you as well. So nobody wants to resist. And honestly, that's what we need. We need to truly fight back against this dictatorship. But yeah, that was a very upsetting video. Very upsetting. It is nice to have other countries support us, though. Maybe we can get a actual resistance going, and they'll physically support us. That would be the dream. That's what we need. I mean, I'm almost to the point where I'd wish this country would get invaded to maybe inspire people to get off their ass. We've watched all these other countries, like France, a couple of years ago, or whatever it was, when their age of retirement went up, they lost their shit. And they showed the government, fuck you, you're not doing that to us. We have worse things happen here, and the majority of us are just like, it's okay. I'll keep bending over for you. Oh, we have a pedophile in office? Oh, that's okay. We'll do nothing. Our leaders, they'll do nothing. They'll talk about it. They'll write strongly worded letters. They'll use big words while they're giving a speech just to sound like they're saying something when really they're just talking in fucking circles. Because that's really all Hakeem Jeffries is good for, is just saying big words and sounding like he's saying something. We don't have anybody to support us in this government, like at all. Then ones that do support us on other things, they're still Israeli simps. They'll bow down to the Israeli government because they also get their money from them. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, that was what I had for today. So I thank you guys for coming. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Arresting the brother of a king, nothing compared to putting Lutnick behind bars. Yeah, we need to put Lutnick behind bars. All of them. Every single person. Every person, and Pam Bondi needs to go first. Pam Bondi is actively trying to support pedophiles, support the business. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. I will talk to you tomorrow, and yeah, until then, take care and stay safe. Hey, thanks for watching this video. And if you could, please help us out and give us a like, maybe comment, and subscribe. Better yet, share our content. It's pretty dark times out there, and this is topics that people need to hear. It's what's best for our country. I mean, we're talking about better politics. And also, if you want, join our Discord. Carry on the conversation. It's a fun time. And until next time, you take care.